What's up, my peeps? Welcome to another episode of Let's Chop It Up. Look, if you're feeling the content so far in the episodes, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and share. We're going to be talking with Ericka DeAbreu, owner of DeAbreu Agency, Dion Stuckey, who has been the creative director there for years and now doing her own thing. And I'll tell you, when we're in the same room together, we're like kindred spirits. Just certain people connect, and the three of us, we're just like that. We'll be talking modeling, acting, being creative. I mean, these are some boss women right here. You know what? Let's just chop it up. All right, guys. Today we got seared steaks and green beans with sour cream and cheesy scallion potato cakes. I may hold the sour cream on mine, but as usual, we got the knickknacks by Blue Apron with all the ingredients. All right, it's gonna be a good one. Doing a good job of getting my prep beforehand, before we get my guest on. And they're here. What is up?
Hi. How are you?
You.
Of course, looking gorgeous and fabulous as always.
Well, thank you.
So I already prepped the audience. I told them, like, you know, when we get together, we're like kindred spirits.
Yes.
So very true.
We're just like that.
Yes.
And, so I'm so excited that you guys are on. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Introduce yourselves to the audience real quick. So Ericka, I'll start with you.
My name is Ericka DeAbreu, and I am the CEO of the DeAbreu Agency. We've been in Columbia, South Carolina for 17 years.
Wow. 17 years.
Okay, and I am Dion Adkinson. I also work with Ericka at the DeAbreu Agency. I do the styling for all of the shows. I help with the choreography with the shows. So really the creative end of what we do at DeAbreu to make sure that we get the models and the actors prepared for their future careers.
Awesome. They call her Miss Dion. So now she has a new last name. So I gotta remember that. She's newly married. Real quick, you want to tell the audience how long you've been married? Literally.
I have literally been married for
2 days.
January, February, March, April, May.
Are you really counting on your fingers?
Huh?
Are you really counting on your fingers?
Hey, look, rookie. I've been in the game for over 2 years, so I can call you rookie now.
I am.
Your own agency when you were 23. Just I think that's amazing. One thing, but just talk us through your journey. Like, how did that all come about?
I took a break from the industry, and people would just ask me, Ericka, you were successful in this industry. I mean, how can I get started? What can I do to get my child started? The question kept happening so much. God just blessed me with the idea to start my company. And I started writing my curriculum, like on my lunch breaks at work. And then I just took a step of faith. Had my first client. Her name is Strudwick. And I still keep in touch with her until this day, 17 years ago. And it's just been a blessing since then.
Dion became part of that plan, right?
I'm just so happy that, she's back, consulting with us now. But so Dion was a little vibrant little teenager. She just had so much personality, so much style, even back then.
And I never forget, Ericka, remember we saw you in the mall and you came up, you were like, guys, I'm starting my own business. I want you guys to be a part of it. And again, I'm 17. I'm like, sure, and I'm 17 years old, and I'm like, sure. And, and I see this, this beautiful young Black woman, like, just doing her thing. I'm like, I'm totally on board. I still say this to today, like, it was a blessing that I met Ericka, because back then I didn't really know, like, okay, I'm creative, but I'm from a small country town. And me, I've always been like the person that's like thinking over here, over there. But actually when I ran into Ericka and I met Ericka, then I'm like, okay, now I make sense to someone. Now I'm not the weird Dion anymore, So now I'm able to, collaborate and understand that, being creative is not a bad thing.
All these years, we spend the most rewarding part of it.
Is to see a parent that had this child and they thought, oh, my kid is weird, they're bad, they have ADD, they need medication. Mm-hmm. But then they come to DeAbreu and then they have an outlet to express that creativity. They have somewhere to put that energy. And then, you know, after the program, or, you know, they see their child progressing and they look and they're like, is this my child? Mm-hmm. No, it's like, your child doesn't need medicine. Your child isn't weird. You know, you just have to find the right avenue for that child to release what they have. Yes. And then, you know, to see the parents cry after they see their child, they, you know, just to see the difference in them, that means all of the world to me as well. Just to see the parents' growth in the process as well as the children.
Talent are on TV shows and are in major ad campaigns. So whatever level of success that they are able to obtain through us helping and guiding them with self-confidence and perseverance. And it's just, it's so, I love being on this end of the business. This is so much more rewarding for me than whenever I was out there modeling. So.
Audience may or may not know, obviously, we've known each other, 6 years now, I want to say, 6 years?
Just 6 years?
I know, it seems like 20, seriously. 22. Talk about how you found me. I know, I mean, we could say we found each other, but Ericka, how did you find me?
I found you because we were sought after to do a reality show for the agency, and they wanted us to have a male staff member. So I called up a sister agency and I was like, who do you have over there that's good looking and, you know, that could be like a part of our show and what we're doing? And so she ended up sending us like maybe 10 guys, and Dion and I, we looked through those guys and we were like, no, not him, not him. And then we saw Casey and Dion like clicked on it. She was like, ooh, he's in shape. Yeah. That's a plus. He's well groomed. That's a plus. Yeah, let's bring him in. And I think out of the 10, we brought in like 3 guys. And Casey, I think you remember coming in the office, and I think we had saw maybe the other 2 guys that day too. Mm-hmm. And I remember right after you left, Dion was like, that's him right there, Ericka. I don't want to talk about anybody else. That's him. And I was like, well, Dion, let's just think about it. She was like, you can think about it, but I know that that's him. And I had felt that it was you too, just because, you know, whenever you meet people and they radiate positivity, you kind of know. And Casey, you know, kudos to you too, because you give me life just because of your personality and just because of your kindness and your heart and the genuineness that you have. And, you know, when you teach acting classes, if you come in and do a class for me, you see how these kids are so attracted to you and how they love you. And, you know, I just believe that we just all met for a reason, and it was just to build and learn from each other and just to help each and every person, you know, that we have come into contact with.
I definitely remember that day, Casey. When I walked in, because I'm the one like, let me see what he got going on. So I'm the one like, let me see. So we come in there, and Ericka's like, I want you to sit in on this meeting. And I'm like, okay. So I think I sat down. Because, you know, I'm the sarcastic one. Yeah. And I said something crazy, and he like came back at me. I was like, oh, okay. And like he came back at me. He wasn't intimidated.
You tested him on something.
I did. He came right back. I was like, okay, he's witty. I'm like, okay, he's handsome. He's well groomed. He's in shape. This will be perfect for TV. And, you know, and then, you know, at first glance, it's like, okay, you know, we're thinking like the image for the show. This is like talking to Casey, and it's just like, wait a minute, like this guy is like really cool.
Right.
And I'm like, and this guy is always genuinely happy, genuinely positive.
Mm-hmm.
So outside of, the first impression, it was like deep down, I was like, Casey is like,
The
like,
bomb.
he's the bomb. Yes. Just with everything in his knowledge and your knowledge, your capability, to be able to teach these kids, and you just actually genuinely caring about these kids. Like, we could not have made a better choice.
No, and I remember, this was right between my transition from Charlotte to Atlanta, right? And so I get this call from my agent, and I just touched down in Atlanta, and they're like, hey, we got this interesting opportunity for you. It's like, so there's this agency out in Columbia, South Carolina, and they're filming a pilot for a reality show, but they're looking for someone for that and the show, and possibly be a coach as well. I'm like, that is interesting. All right, I'll go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. So the next day, it was the very next day, I go and I'm like driving to Columbia, South Carolina. And it's just, as soon as I met Ericka, because I'm waiting in the lobby, I'm like, all right, this is cool. Ericka came out, and she just had this presence. And I'll tell you, I wasn't even expecting it. Took me by, I was like, this is Ericka. Oh, like, it's just, you have, like, when you walk into a room, it's just some presence that you have. And I instantly connected with it. And so we're sitting down, we're talking, and Dion comes in. And I was like, man, these are some, really attractive and high energy women, and I can really vibe with them. And I remember, before I left, you may not remember what I said. Hopefully, you don't have to call any of those back because I'm your guy. Like Dion, how you said earlier, things happen for a reason. I 100% feel like I was supposed to meet Ericka DeAbreu. I 100% feel like I was supposed to meet Dion, Stuckey at the time, and I've learned so much from you guys, and it's challenged me to be even more creative. It's challenged me to be, just to see things within myself, and that I may not have been able to see before. So thank you, like seriously. Mention the reality show. What is up with the reality show? So talk about it. What happened?
Reality show, shooting that was fun, right?
It was fun. I'm Casey J. I'm the acting coach here at DeAbreu.
I'm bringing sexy back.
I try to be professional as I can be, but naturally I'm looking at these girls, I'm like, okay, you looking kind of good.
My name is Dion Stuckey. I am the Director of Talent Development here at DeAbreu. And I'm also the Curvaceously Fierce Division Leader because I am curvaceously fierce. I work with a bunch of women who have very strong personalities, and sometimes we kind of bump heads.
We accept you for who you are, Dion. And I see that now, but I didn't see that before.
The reality show was a little tough for me because they ended up wanting to put, cameras in my home and in my car, and they wanted to shoot in Dion's home, and it was just something at the time that we weren't really comfortable with. We did, have some offers, but unfortunately we couldn't come to an agreement on the filming. We wanted it to be more about the business, and they found our lives to be so interesting. Probably because it was at the time. But yeah, so unfortunately we weren't able to come to an agreement on that portion of it. So who knows what could happen in the future.
I did call this meeting to let you guys know.
I remember when I first started teaching classes, and these little 4-year-olds were really impressing me and surprising me by the things that they can do, and doing little improv challenges, and they do things with no fear because they're not really thinking about it like a 12-year-old might be second guessing themselves or thinking about it. 4 or 5-year-old, they're just going with it. And I mean, it used to, oh man, it would just melt you every single time.
My favorite part about acting is KCJ.
Really quick about, just something funny about their creativity. One of our little hipsters, we were playing the game where, we play the music and you have to stop in a pose. So I stopped the music, we were doing the activity, and then he was balled up. And I was like, Q, what do you do? He was like, I'm a potato. I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, okay, that's cute, because he was all balled up. And then he said, so the music was playing, and then it happened again. I pressed the music, and then he was all spread out. I was like, okay, so cute. He didn't move. I said, so now what are you? He was like, now I'm a loaded baked potato. So it can tell, like, who would have thought, like kids, like their imagination is like, it's crazy.
Oh,
so that's why I'm like, those little kids, they have my heart.
So what would you tell a young model or actor thinking about getting into the industry? What would be your words of encouragement?
Thinking is, when your talent and your desires link up, that's when you have your purpose of life.
Just follow your dreams. Purpose of life is joy. So just live life, find joy in everything that you do.
How can they reach out to you?
DeAbreu Agency. We're on Instagram, DeAbreu Agency. We have a website, and we're on Facebook, DeAbreu Modeling Consulting. So there's many ways to find us. And I love, Casey, that you have on your Model Life t-shirt.
Yes. Wait, I want to know how Casey t-shirt's so in shape. Like what?
Yeah. Dion, you know why? Because he hang his up.
Oh.
That's why he's scrambling.
Yep.
Scrambling.
Yeah, some of my t-shirts I go ahead and hang up. The ones that I'm going to wear, unless it's like an undershirt.
I can tell.
Wow. Thank you so much
Fun.
for the candid conversation. I'm sure that someone's going to watch this and be inspired by you ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just what you do. You inspire others. And you certainly inspire me every single day just watching you. I'll tell you from the bottom of my heart, I love you guys. And I hope you guys are being safe. So thank you.
Love you.
Thank you. We love you too, Casey.
It's so good to see you guys.
Miss you guys.
This was fun.
I know, it was so fun.
It was fun. It was fun. Thanks for chopping it up.
No problem.
Dion, Ericka, some of my most favorite people in the world. I told you guys that. If you like what they had to say today, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and comment below. Like the video. Let me know what you want to see next time. But just like any other episode, it's that time. I'm ready to eat. I know my wife is ready to eat. So until next time, thanks for chopping it up.
Ericka, you don't even have any makeup on. You stunting on them.
Yeah, I need some lip gloss.